Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, this is going to be a quick weave tutorial. I teamed up with Sensationnel just to kind of demo their Empire Yaki hair. This is a fairly new product that they came out with. The hair seems to be really full. I got the color 1B in a 12-inch and it seems like it's going to mimic my hair to a T. The wefts were really full, the same, you know, from root to tip. And as for my braiding pattern, you know, it's pretty much the same. Just some straight back braids. I did leave out about an inch of leave out for the parting, and then just across my perimeter. So this is what this looks like, and then I'll go ahead and link down below my braiding pattern if you guys are not familiar with it already, but it's really basic. So this should be pretty beginner friendly. So of course I'm going to be using a black wig cap. You can get this from your local beauty supply store. Some people like to use two. I prefer one. It just kind of fits more snug onto the head. If you do want to use two, you can go ahead and sew that down across the perimeter just to make sure that the cap is not like moving around or if the glue gets kind of loose or anything. And then just to kind of keep myself in check about the parting, I did go ahead and use this white eyeliner just to kind of mark that out, as you can see. And so the first step is going to be measuring out your tracks. I don't really start from the nape of my neck. I kind of start from where my temples are, a little bit below my temples. So maybe the top of my ears, of course across the back and onto the other side. And then I went ahead and applied some 30-second Salon Pro glue and kind of just laid down the tracks. So from the very bottom of that cap near the top of my ears all the way across. And I make sure that I curve those tracks up. That way if the wind blows, my hair flips back, it's just seamless pretty much. You won't see any tracks or anything. And this hairstyle actually only took about an hour. So if you guys are looking for something really quick, you don't even have to use necessarily this hair. Any hair will work, but just this process is kind of helpful. And it's really beginner friendly for those people that aren't comfortable with like sewing or not sure how to make wigs. I don't usually have too many issues when it comes to glue. Not at all. I do have a tutorial to show you how to take down a QuickWeave. It's fairly old, but I'll go ahead and link that down below just in case you guys have questions. And so I just continued using all the hair, placing the tracks extremely close together because I know I wanted to use all two bundles of hair that I had. And I just continued this up until I got as close to my leave out as possible. And for me, this didn't necessarily require like a mirror to see the back of my head. It was just more so the front. But if you do need assistance, make sure you go to a professional because you definitely don't want to be snagging out or taking out your hair with glue. There are loads of protective ways to protect your hair from glue, but like I said, my method for removing glue works pretty well. I don't have, you know, hair falling out or anything like that, so make sure you guys check out that video. And sometimes the glue will kind of get stuck on the hair, so I just allow that to dry and then take my comb and just kind of comb through the hair. You don't want to do it while the glue is still wet because it'll just spread throughout the hair. So you just want to kind of allow it to dry and then comb straight through the hair. It'll come right out of the comb. So this part is optional. I could have continued to lay the tracks until I got to that white line, but I just wanted to make sure that I did not put any glue directly on my leave out. So I went ahead and cut the cap. I know I'm going to get loads of questions about, is the cap going to move? No, it's literally glued down to your braids, which is part of the reason why I only use one cap. That way the glue was actually having something to directly stick to as opposed to just that cap. And for some people, when you lay the tracks down, if you wanted to get tacky a little bit faster, you can go ahead and use a blow dryer, but this Salon Pro glue is pretty good and it does dry extremely fast. So I'm pretty much just filling everything in, sometimes laying more tracks on one side than the other, just to, I don't know, fill it up to maximum capacity pretty much. And I make sure not to speed up this video just so you guys can really see what it is that I'm doing. And so that little bitty piece of hair is literally all that I had left from those 2 packs of hair. And for that last track, I'm carefully placing it directly on my part and just kind of following that around where my leave out is and connecting everything. You want to make sure you do not glue down your leave out, otherwise you're just going to have a big mess. And so this style is going to be extremely secure. Like, you don't have to worry about it. I would be more worried about a wig than I would a QuickWeave. And so this hairstyle should be pretty secure. If you guys sweat a lot or if you're looking to work out, I wouldn't necessarily suggest a quick weave. Maybe a wig, maybe even a U-part wig. Something that you can take on and off just simply because it's glue. You don't want the glue kind of sliding all over the place. And so I'm just taking out my leave out and making sure that I did leave out enough hair just to cover the tracks. But no problems there. And usually quick weaves can last up to a month. Now me, I'll only leave this in for about a week, but that's me. Completely up to you. And like I said, this is just an optional style. I think this is one of the, many hair trends that have kind of died out. Like a lot of people aren't doing glue-ins. It's all about lace closures, frontals, etc. But for those of you girls that still like a natural weave, this is going to be perfect. And here I'm just showing you how, me curving those tracks allowed for no hair to be showing, no tracks, nothing. Which is kind of perfect. And that's the same idea when you do those flip over methods. That's what you're looking for. And as usual, I'm taking my Fahrenheit flat iron and just going through my hair, just blending everything. And this hair didn't seem to have a heat limit, so I did have my flat irons on 450 degrees. And you'll see, after I start to curl the hair, it didn't like fray or anything. So it is 100% human hair. It is not virgin hair, so you will not be able to color this hair, but it is heat friendly. And as you can see, it matches with my hair like to a T. And so as usual, I'm just taking my argan oil hairspray and just putting that over the top of my hair just to kind of help with the blending also in case I have any frizziness or anything like that, and just combing that through. And so here, technically, I should have went ahead and started trimming up the hair, putting some layers in it, but I was just so anxious to see what it would look like if I left it, kind of long. But because this is not a closure or anything and my hair is out, I do need to make sure I blend my leave out. So in this case, I'm going to be forced to add a little bit more layers, which is not a bad thing. So I went ahead and add those layers in my bang area, starting from where my very longest piece of hair is, and just kind of follow that same step all the way around, like near my ears on both sides of this. And then just going back in with the flat iron, bumping it just to make sure I like where the layers are falling. And as you can see, that did kind of help. And I just randomly put some kind of waves / curls in the hair. Nothing too strategic or fancy. Just running my flat iron through this hair just to give it a little bit of movement. And as you can see, this mimics flat iron hair to like a T. So regardless if you're relaxed or natural, I think this will pretty much work for any texture that's similar to mine. So if you're for A, B, C, D, E, F, G like me, then yeah, I think this will work. And so from here, I'm just pretty much playing around with the hair. I'm going to try to tame my hair just a little bit more, just to kind of give you a nice finished look. Some people like the messy look, but just for the purpose of this video, I do want to give you a nice polished finished look. So taking that Cream of Nature Super Hold Edge Control. If you guys have not tried this, go to your store and get it. Like, it's much better than just that standard hold. It actually works, especially on my edges. And I'm just using that. I'm just going to brush that through just to lay everything down. So, but like I said, if you want to go with that natural look and you don't want your edges to be held down, then skip this step completely. And so here I'm just going back through my part, just cleaning it up, making sure everything is perfect. And I did go ahead and rub some of that edge control on my hands. This is like a quick little tip that I like to use for people that do have really frizzy hair or flyaways over the top of a weave. If you're looking for a finished look, take just a teeny amount of that and run it over the top of your client's hair or your hair, and it literally will blend like no other. Take a brush, run it through, you are good. And you can see the difference that made. And so y'all might call me a hypocrite, but I've actually found a new way to use this Gorilla Snot. I've been mixing it with my edge control and using it as like my gel. So it's replaced my argan oil Eco Styler gel. And it does hold pretty nice, but if you mix it with an oil-based product, it does not hold to the point that it's drying out your hair. So just another quick tip. Go ahead and try that if you guys do have it. It doesn't just have to be used for frontals. So definitely mix the product and tell me what you guys think. And just getting my edges together. This step is completely optional. I wouldn't call this baby hair. It's just more like broken off hair. So just getting those together. And again, just kind of playing with my hair. But this is overall just a final look. Definitely like, thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Like and thumbs up is definitely the same thing. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Have you guys tried this hair? I know most people aren't even interested in beauty supply store hair anymore, but don't forget about it. Thank you guys for watching as usual. I will see you in my next video. If you haven't already, make sure you turn on your post notifications. That way you know when I'm posting. I love you, stay pretty, and I will see you guys later.